About 6 months ago, I made a video saying, I'm a fraud, I've been feeling like a fraud this whole time, basically talking about my imposter syndrome as a musician, saying I have no place playing in Nashville. And I made a video about that, and recently somebody commented, and this was Nathan Lundstrom, and he says, I'd love to hear this kind of stuff firsthand. Would love to hear how you feel now that you've been at it for another 6 months since this video. And so that got me thinking, man, what have the past 6 months been like? Coincidentally, I also had to make a quick demo reel for an audition for another gig, and someone wanted to see my playing, what I've been doing recently. So I made a quick clip of the last 6 months of my playing, and I'm going to include that in here, just a quick little highlight reel. But it wasn't until reading that comment and thinking back that I realized, oh wow, I've really traveled a long way. And I still feel like I am that imposter. I still feel like I'm going to be exposed as a fraud. And I think I'll always feel that way because I care so much about the music, and I care so much about the craft, and something I'm working on. But also around the time of doing that video about being a fraud imposter, I also just started doing YouTube as well. I had a YouTube channel, but I never uploaded regularly. I made a conscious decision kind of around that time. I actually went to a therapist because I was so afraid of doing that and so afraid of putting myself out there. And my work with a therapist convinced me to do a couple things to really put myself out there and market myself, but to also quit my regular job, go full-time in as a musician, and not look back. And it was incredibly scary. And I haven't realized, wow, I've traveled a long way in just 6 months. So I had like less than 100 followers on YouTube when I started. Now I'm around 500. It's not earth-shattering, but it's steady progress. And I've only been a full-time musician this time around for about 6 or 7 months. And man, I'm paying my bills. Like, I do not work a regular job and I'm fine playing. And I've actually looked back at my videos and like, wow, I've done a lot. And it feels like I haven't done a lot because I'm just going from day to day. But sometimes looking back, man, things happen. And I'm not doing this to toot my own horn at all, but rather to say that doing the day-to-day work a lot of times feels like it's very unsexy. Feels like it's not happening. You're waiting for something to just pop like that. But it's very much like YouTube. You're not all of a sudden gonna blow up overnight. You know, you're not gonna get 10,000 followers in the blink of an eye. It's gonna be you just have to be consistent with it. Same with your musical career. Just be consistent, show up every day. Some days it's frustrating, you feel like you're spinning your wheels, but just being consistent with it, making small investments, one day you'll look back and like, wow, things really happened. So do I feel differently since the past 6 months, to answer Nathan's question? I mean, yes and no. I'm a lot more confident in my playing. I know I can show up to a gig and not feel that panic quite as much. But also, I spent a lot of time playing, a lot of time practicing and preparing for every gig. And I still treat every gig like it's a Super Bowl, like it's the most important gig in the world to me. You know, I've gotten some time under my belt, but I still get nervous when I play. Playing a lot has really resolved that, but I know as I climb up the ladder and start playing bigger venues, bigger stages, with bigger acts, you know, the pressure's gonna ratchet up. So it doesn't happen overnight, but it happens slowly. So I hope you get to enjoy this last 6 months of my work. Here's a quick little highlight reel. If you've watched this far, man, thank you so much for watching. If you've been following me for 6 months, thank you for following. I can't wait to see where I'm in another 6 months from now. And I really enjoy sharing this journey with other people. And please follow, please subscribe, share this with other people. I hope to inspire some other people. Hope to see you guys out there on the road. Thanks for watching.
Oh,